Hey guys, welcome back to Southern Gals True Crime. I share missing persons, cold cases, true crime news, and more. And today I wanted to share with you the suspected serial offender that has been caught after more than 45 years, 47 years. A long haul trucker suspected of killing at least 4 women has been extradited to face charges in California. Warren Luther Alexander, 73, is believed to be responsible for the strangulation deaths of 3 Ventura County women in the 1970s, according to police. Since the 1970s, the media and investigators have speculated that 3 homicides committed in 1977 were likely done by the same person. The women were strangled with their undergarments. All 3 were doing street work, generally picking up clients at the Plaza Marina shopping center and taking them to nearby motels. And this is according to Ventura County District Attorney Eric Nazarenko. The first victim was 18-year-old Kimberly Carol Fritz. Fritz had moved to the Port Hueneme from Michigan. She was discovered deceased in the Marv Inn Motel in May of 1977. 4 months later, an employee at the Villa Motor Court Motel in Oxnard found the body of Velvet Ann Sanchez, 31, in one of their rooms. At the time, Sanchez was reportedly separated from her husband and 3 children in Bakersfield and had been living in the motel for about a month. Witnesses said a bearded man, quote, with a stocky build and brown hair, wearing coveralls and a tan jacket, was seen with Sanchez shortly before her passing. The Ventura County Star reported at the time, and this suspect description was similar to a man who was spotted with Fritz. 2 days after Christmas, 21-year-old Lorraine Ann Sanchez was found dumped on a bridge on Laguna Road in Oxnard. Her bra had been left tied around her neck. Investigators learned she was also living at the Villa Motor Court Motel, just like Sanchez, before her passing. The married mother of 2 was last seen alive on the evening of December 26th, and it was believed that her life was taken elsewhere and dumped at the bridge. In February of 1978, the Ventura County medical examiner told the media that he believed at least 3 of the homicides were connected. Fritz Sanchez and a 26-year-old named Cassandra Lee Miller, who had been found deceased at the Port Hueneme Surfside Motel in October of 1975. Ronald Kornblum bluntly told the Thousand Oaks Star that he was, quote, frankly a little surprised that the links had not been widely publicized. Kornblum noted that Fritz, Sanchez, and Miller had all been seen with a customer before being found deceased in the motel rooms, and each had been posed to, quote, degrade the victim, according to him. Despite witness sightings and similarities between the cases, the trail ran cold, but that changed in March of 2022. Using genetic genealogy, investigators across the country in North Carolina got a DNA hit for a 1992 cold case of the homicide of Nona Cobb. Cobb was 29 when she was last seen getting into a Peterbilt truck at a rest stop on Interstate 85. She was later found deceased along a highway in Surry County. Using the suspected offender's DNA found at the scene, North Carolina detectives located a suspect in Diamond Head, Mississippi, and that man was Warren Luther Alexander. Alexander was taken into custody on suspicion of homicide, which meant his DNA was entered into the National Law Enforcement database known as CODIS. In Ventura County, DNA profiles were developed from their 1977 cold cases, but a previous attempt to find a match came up empty. In 2023, Nazarenko said they put evidence back into CODIS, and this time they got a hit. According to Nazarenko, detectives learned that Alexander, who is now 73, lived in Oxnard from the late 1950s and 1960s. As an adult, he worked as a taxi driver, an electrician with the Marine Corps, and he was a long-haul cross-country truck driver. Detectives tracing Alexander's movement said he returned to Oxnard in the 1970s, placing him in the area during the killing spree. Nazarenko said, quote, "We believe there may be additional victims locally and in other states, and this is not in any way closed." Alexander was already in custody in North Carolina, and on Tuesday, he was flown to California to be booked in Ventura County on suspicion of the homicides of Fritz, Rodriguez, and Sanchez. And investigators will also be looking, quote, very closely and carefully at Miss Miller's case, Nazarenko said. The day of reckoning in Ventura County has finally arrived, he said. Alexander will appear in court on August 21st for an arraignment, and he also still faces trial back in North Carolina. So I just wanted to bring you that information. I will keep a lookout for any additional information that comes out as this case develops. And I believe that's it. So thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up, comment, share it on any social media platforms you may be on. And I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.